Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house as always, and of course we're going to be doing a PulseChain review for the week. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We're going to check out some of the hot things on at the moment. XGame climbing up the ranks, pTGC making a rebound from the looks of it. We got Vouch, of course, number one validator now, causing a stir and a storm, and of course we also got obviously Gladiator Games tournament 3 and the second day of that on at the moment. So it's pretty exciting as well. So we'll talk about that very soon. So pretty cool. It's coming up. So let's get into it and let's see. Get into the chat there as well. Don't forget to share the show around on X. That is the link right there to share the show around on X. That'd be really great if you can do that. All right. Let's see. Let's get into the comments here as well. We're going to obviously talk about a few things as we go. I'm just having a quick look to see what I got on the old on the old main post there on Telegram. Sorry, on X, I should say. I'm on so many platforms now; it does get a bit confusing. That's all I can say. So yeah, we had a few little green candles on PulseChain yesterday. I posted that out about 16 hours ago. Everything was up about 10%. That was pretty good. I think things have flattened out a little bit now, but definitely we're going to look to do that. So look to see a PulseChain pump coming up. Let's quickly go to the crypto markets. We got Wookie in the house. Wookie is back in the house. So good to see Wookie in the house. Wookie is our community leader in the Discord. Big shout out. Welcome to the chat. He's been off playing a lot of golf and swimming. So great to see Wookie back in the house. All right, without further ado, let's get into the crypto markets. I think we might go full screen here and talk about that. So we got crypto at the moment, 3.88 trillion is the 3.88 trillion is the crypto market. It is pretty flat right now, apparently. But let me just do a refresh here to see if it's changed. Yeah, okay, up 0.1%, and we got 18,892 coins now in that list. Looking at Bitcoin right now, we got $109,658 is Bitcoin. That is up 0.1% right now. We got Ethereum at 4,025. That is up 0.2%. So just up slightly on the majors. We got XRP at number 4, up 1.5%, $2.82. We got BNB up 1.9% at $973. So not back over 1,000 yet. Certainly up, quite nicely today. Solana up 0.4% to $204 at number 6. Number 7 is Doge. They're up 0.2%, 23 cents. And number 10, there's Tron. Down 0.2% at 33.7 cents. So that's where we are with the majors in the top 10. Best performer over the last 24 hours has been BNB, up 1.9%, followed closely by XRP at 1.5%. But the best performer over the last week, well, everything is down, but the best performer with the least worst performance is Tron, only down 2.9%. That is our top 10 over the week. Looking at the top 100 over the week, we got MYX or MYX Finance at number 55 is the best performer at 38%. We got Aster at number 50 is second best at 27%, $1.96. We got Flair at number 76, up 4.9% for the week. So pretty. Once we get past the top 2, pretty modest gains, and that's at 2.5 cents. Mantle there. Number 39 is the fourth best at up 2.7%, $1.72. Finally, at number 97 is Quant. Everyone needs a good quant, as they say. As that's up 2.4% for the week at $100.52. So there's our top 5 at the moment in the top 100. Looking at the top 1,000 gainers, we've got Apex from yesterday. Adam 1 has moved into the mix there, and I Love Puppies also in the mix there, top gainers in the top 1,000. We won't look at Apex, but we'll look at Atom 1. They're sitting at number 796 right now, and that has been around since February this year. So it's coming off the bottom after obviously a big sell-off for ages, and that is just coming off 17 cents now, 42 cents. So a nice little rebound. Not sure what news there will be there, but that is pretty nice there. So Atom 1 is own chain, so a secure community-driven interchain hub, an interchain hub. There we go. All right, so that is Atom 1 having a bit of a nice day today. What else? Let's see what else we got there. So we're going to go back. We also got I Love Puppies. Looks like a meme coin, number 938, and that's had a massive rally. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's been around since March 24, so last year. It's had to come off the bottom there. It had so many zeros. How many zeros is that? I'm just guessing, but maybe 8 zeros. Is it 8 zeros, 9 zeros? and that's all ramped it up here. Look at that, dramatically up to 6 zeros. So mad gains all around there for the I Love Puppies, and that's just happened. That's on Ethereum. So have a quick look at the website there for I Love Puppies. Everyone loves dogs and cats, apparently. Welcome to Puppies, and what else there? How to buy tokenomics in a world where dogs once ruled, a new era dawns, an age of puppies. There we go. I Love Puppies, Elon Musk. So that's gone through the moon. So a meme coin that's rising to the ranks. They're sitting at number 938. So a massive pump there, 35 million market. So you don't want to buy the top there, but there is on the move. So that's pretty much it for the markets there. Trending is Plasma, Undeads Games, and Asta still trending there on the top crypto market. So yeah, the market cap 3.88 trillion, up 0.1%. Bitcoin at 109,600, up 0.1%, and Ethereum at $4,020. Pretty flat at the moment. So that is our majors right now. Wookie says, getting fit for the bull run. I like that, Wookie. I like that. Yeah. He's swimming. He's hydrosliding. He's skateboarding. He is golfing. He is the man of action there. And of course, he's in the land of the wild as well. So he's living the dream there. All right. So that's pretty much it. Let's go to the Strategic ETH Reserve. At the moment, we've got the Strategic ETH Reserve. No real new reporting, but we will probably get a reporting tomorrow, is my guess. So what's that? 7:31, or maybe 2 days from now, we'll get probably a disclosure there from Bitmine Emission, because Bitmine Emission has been buying more. So at the moment, they've disclosure it's 2.42 million, but they've been buying on chain, and that's a good thing about chain. You can see what they're buying, right? And we know that through KuCoin, they've been buying a lot. So publicly traded Bitmine Emission has bought 233,000 more Ethereum with 935 million over the past few days. And we talked about that a bit yesterday. But they're loving these dips. They're loving these dips. So Tom Lee wanted everything as cheap as possible because he knows that the amount of money is coming in to buy, with him and with others in the acquisition companies are huge. So he's got first mover advantage. He'll be laughing at the price that he's getting Ethereum at the moment. And of course, they're looking at 6 million coins, so 5% of the supply. They're only, as I say, a fraction of the way there. What, 40%? 40% right now. So they've got to get another 3.5 million coins, and they've just got another 250,000. So there we go. They've got a lot of buying to do. They did 20 billion raise, if you remember that, and so they've got to do that. They're also, selling shares on the top, and then using that money to go and buy more Ethereum, and so forth. So they're using lots of different tactics there to pick up Ethereum. Obviously, we've got a lot of other big players: SharpLink, ETH Machine. We've got ETHZilla Corporation. We got Nexus also raising $5 billion. So we've got lots of new entrants there, lots of new entrants at the bottom as well. So all in all, the treasuries at the moment registered 17 treasuries there. So keep a lookout. I mean, they're controlling now 5.25 million ETH. That doesn't even include that new purchase. So we'll be going to 5.5 million at least. And that's 4.3% of the supply. So it's game on. And you can see how fast it's been happening. Very fast indeed. All that green stuff there is the ETH acquisition vehicle. So they're just absolutely taking off last couple of months. And the amount of ETH available on exchanges has declined rapidly by about 3 million plus, probably closer to 3.5 million now. So it's pretty rapid, the old ETH pressure. And eventually that means that the ETH price is going to blow to the upside very, very quickly. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Wookie says daylight savings started today, Super. Did it? Oh, damn it. I didn't even know. So what time is it then? What time is it? What time is it, Wookie? I don't know. I have no idea what time it is. An hour before, or so we get an extra hour, or we lose the extra hour? We lose the extra hour, do we? We lose the extra hour. Oh, heck. Daylight savings started, guys, and I didn't even know it. Sad. All right, so that's fine. I hate daylight savings anyway. All right, so that is the ETH reserve. So that's some of the big moves. And I think we've talked about that quite nicely, summed that up quite nicely. Now we've also seen Raoul Pal, of course, talk about moving from a 4-year to 5-year cycle, which we're in that camp too. mostly because of institutional investing come in, but it does take time for that to happen. But we've got the time, right? We've got the time. And so yeah, talking about that. But of course, around the PMI, around the business cycle, not PMI, around the business cycle, and that is delayed because interest rates have been delayed. They're mucking around with the interest rates, and so manufacturing there being delayed, contraction, and so we're looking forward to that to real boom. So we're going to get 2026. He's got the peak of the cycle currently at the second quarter of 2026, which is probably not too bad, actually. That being said, we're expecting the US economy to really start booming in 26, 27, and then 28. So we're not expecting the US economy to slow down in particular, unless it's 12 o'clock now. Yeah, well, if it's 12 o'clock now, then I'm on good time. My clocks have updated for me. I am not in delusion. It's at 12 o'clock now. Went forward 1 hour. Yeah, my clock's auto calculated. It's called AI, Wookie. Called AI. Called AI. So it's all right. So yeah, it's midday. Midday. What time was it supposed to be? 11? I don't even remember. Did it happen at 2 o'clock in the morning? Probably did. 2 o'clock. So yeah, here we are, and yeah, we're moving on. I think we've covered everything there. Where am I on the screen? I didn't even know where I was. I disappeared. Did I show the screen, or was I not there? I don't know. We're in a time dilation matrix. All right, let's go to the PulseChain. Let's get into PulseChain weekly results, and we're going to go to the small screen. Yeah, let's do that. So it's midday here in New Zealand, at the bottom of the world, and we're at the future of time, space, and etc. DJ and Hex in the house there. Lots of love to Superman. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, so we got 869 right now. 869. Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0337, and we are down 0.3% after yesterday. 16 hours ago, I posted it was up 10%. That's just how it goes. Pulse X at the moment, quadruple 0227, down 0.6%. So we've got slight shavings off the price at the moment. We're at 22.7% of the mean sacrifice price for Pulse X. The buy and burn has hit a new high because of it's always going up, 7.8%. So that's kind of cool. Incentive token there, $1.36, up 1%. So we do have a little bit of green candles there. And we've got Hex there at 7800th of a penny. EHEX at 2200th of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 1.01 cents. So we're still at around 1 cent. PX is down 0.5%. That is our mark for day 869. I mean, it's almost about the close, not quite. Gas prices, 773,000 beats, so kind of in the range that we've had recently. 9/10 of a penny for a swap on PulseX. Let's go to the validators. 52,741 valos, pretty similar to what we've had the last couple of days. The bridge, 105.2, 105.25. So I think we're up again, are we? What were we at yesterday? We're at 102.9, I think, the other day, 2 days ago. So I think we are slightly higher, yeah, 105.2. I think we were 104 something yesterday. So 105.25, not bad. And then the treasury, the PulseChain SAC treasury is up 42 mil, 6.7%. And yeah, we were at about $250 million a week ago or something. Now we're at 670, so down about 80. But this is the thing, right? So obviously with ETH price, when ETH price was at 4,900, it's currently 4,000. We're up mad gains, and the entry price there is 3,773. So we're still in the money there by almost 7%. So that is that. That is that. Let's jump away to. So we're not going to need any boom from this until at least it's probably in the couple billion mark, is my guess. But that is the old PulseChain. Let's go to the overall volumes. So $9.4 million. We are on a Saturday, late Saturday night in the US, Sunday midday here in Down Under in New Zealand, and we've got the 9.4 million in volume and 242,000 transactions. Now, we were doing about 12 to 15 million, if you remember. Most of the time around 12 million the last week. We're at 9. We did have one exception, I think, was 18 million. We're at 9.4 million today, so pretty low. They're pretty low, less than 10 mil. Top performers at the moment, Peppy, up 22%, been around for over 7 months, Pump Tires. TFC as well. I've been around for about a month, just over a month. That is up 20%. So those are kind of our top two. And then we've got Vouch, which we've got in the title of the video, right? Vouch is one of the ones we've got in the video. That is up 19.5%. Let's see what sort of rebound that has. It's the biggest validator on PulseChain now with about 4,500 validators. And you can see that the price is starting to recover there on the daily. So we've got 2 up days. And we ended up bouncing off to 50 RSI on the daily too, which is interesting. So quite decent little strength there. We're at quadruple zero 6,800 right now, so not bad. How far back to the previous high? Well, what's that? Around about 130%, so 2.3x to back to the all-time high. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. How much room on the 4-hourly? Quickly look like that. Well, 4-hourly not fully overbought. We're at 63. Got a little bit of room. It could move a little bit higher, but that is kind of where we are on the old Vouch. I'm not sure what they've got on the old X account, but we will check that out and see if they've got any update for the week. Excuse me. No update for the validator, but they are number one validator on PulseChain with 4,455 validators the other day. Probably got slightly more than that now. And that's pretty much it on the there. So that is Vouch doing pretty well. Now, Vouch for those obviously gets validator income with all those validators, which is pretty powerful. And also got the reflection tax on it, which I think is 5%. 5%. And what else there? Is that 5%? Yeah, 5% buy and sell. So it's got both of those things feeding the beast, as it were. So it's a pretty blue chip kind of protocol there as well. All right. Let's jump away from that. We got XGame, of course, at number 4. Now, XGame's also on the list today from Firewall. We're expecting that to launch, and this is holding up incredibly well. I cannot say that enough. And with the expectation of the launch, we're at over 2 cents now, up 19%. And you remember the RSIs were hot on every time frame, and they managed to hold up. So on the weekly time frame, we're still super hot. Look at this. We're up at 89, for goodness sake. And it's just holding up there. We are waiting for the launch. This could be the first killer app on PulseChain. In other words, going viral in a big way. And also OmniChain bringing a lot of value from other chains like BaseChain, etc., back into PulseChain. So, this could be super, super good. The Firewall, one of the 2 big whales that's launching this, of course, is made a big move with SolidX the other day, moving a lot of liquidity or something like that to the LPX. So there we are, up 2 cents to support the project. So 2 cents right now. That's where we are. So doing very well indeed. Looking on the daily, RSI is hot as well. We're at 79. On the 4-hourly, we're at around 80, around 70, I should say. So that's kind of hot too. But the chart's holding up against all that with the expectation of a launch. Now, I don't know if there's any update, but we will check it and see whether X has got any update on that. Let's have a look. Bam. All right, so XGame there. They've obviously got their full GLI license for gaming. Nothing else. They've got Panos has got an X space on at the moment with XGame launching. October next week is up time. XGame launching soon. Well, they said that in the last one, but it is definitely launching soon. We had Liberty Swap there, direct deposits from any supported chain through the front end SolidX trader bot are on the way. The gas fully sponsored on Ethereum, so that's pretty cool. So that's more support for Solid Trader bot, which we'll talk about a bit later. And of course, that was launched on the 11th of July there, which we know we've covered as well. Obviously, XGame, welcome to XGame on our swap. So XGame onto Liberty Swap. That's been obviously good news. And then the 27th there, which is, I guess, the latest one here from Firewall. People truly don't understand what's about to unfold on PulseChain. XGame could potentially become the main reason why people enter PulseChain in the future. And that's what we call a killer app, right? The first potential killer app on PulseChain has arrived with XGame. And so let's see how it goes. 30% referral on those. Influencers will cover it. And the game itself is pretty fun game. The launch of XGame getting closer. Here's one we're excited about. Every XGame title will be playable directly inside Telegram. That was a bit of secret source that came out yesterday. Crash will be there on day 1. So you're going to be able to play Crash in Telegram. That could be hyper successful with the Telegram community. Yeah, keep a lookout for that. Some big news coming XGame. So there we go, guys. You guys wanted something that might be a killer app, and that could be very like that. Keep a lookout. So that is XGame, and the price is reflecting that excitement. Now with the higher RSI, we'll have a seller news event probably, it could be. This thing could get re-rated quite strongly. You get successful XGame playing and revenue, then this could end up. The market's 20 mil now, could end up going 5x, 10x for and just defy gravity for a while. We shall see. At the moment, let's have a look there. We've got Solana, the pump tires fork, or pump tires, not fork, but pump tires is up 18% right now, number 5. I'll look at XGame gone to number 1 there, just while we were talking. Number 1 there, up 23.4%. We got, what else? We got Teddy Bear, PTC Teddy Bear, 15% up there right now. PTC the Greys up there as well. We've got all these PTC the Grey peers. That's also on the title of our video today, because they're all on a bit of a comeback there. So that's kind of cool. We've got the PulseX peer. We've got the Ink peer as well. Hex peer, Most peer, the Die peer, all up at the moment. So pretty cool. Sitting at 0002700. So still super cheap, but really nice move there. We've got PTC the Greys down here at number 22, 1.4 million with Pulse. Let's have a quick look at that one and see where the price is. So yes, it's coming off the bottom, and we talked about that, didn't we? We talked about that, seeing the RSI was off the other day, and of course I said this could be the bottom that you want to pick it up, right? And even though I think Vouch has eaten a little bit of its lunch in the recent while, this is on the RSI still a very cool entry for PTC the Greys. So we'll keep looking out for that. They do have that interesting locking method, which may help the project over time as well. And of course they've got the tax, right? The 5% tax plus the UFO tax, 6% on UFO, supporting the project as well. So, and then they've got some cool influencers like Prairie Banana out there doing a great job covering this project. So there we go. Could be a really good entry there, as we talked about the other day, and so far so good. So that is PTC the Greys that we talked about. We talked about XGame, Vouch, and PTC. So we're doing pretty well here. Looking at some of the others there, at number 8, we got Unseen, been around for 2 months, up 7% almost. Secret Conspiracy up 6.7%. Pump Tires, the main coin, which was down the other day for Pump Tires at 1.2 cents, almost 1.3 cents, up 6%. So we'll quick look at that chart briefly. And you can see a little bit of bounce here as well. Now, we do have quite a lot of support coming in for the meme coins. We've got 1 or 2, maybe 3 dedicated meme coin sites now, probably 3 actually, meme coin sites supporting meme coins. We do have that giveaway one. We've also got the Battle of the Memes coming up with Coinaki from Rack Michelle. So we'll probably have at least 3 or 4 good websites and mechanisms there supporting meme coins. But probably Coinaki would be the best, because it's going to be burning whichever is the most popular meme coin. So that could be popular as well, and also get the communities moving a lot. Problems with we're finding is that when sentiment is down, communities stop memeing. They stop because they disappear just like everybody else when sentiment is down. When sentiment's up, everybody comes out of the woodwork and they start memeing again. So, but you got to be consistent. Just get out there, meme, and be everywhere at all times, all at once. Just do it, lady, as Chip would say. Just do it, lady. Be there all at once. Do it all at once. If anyone knows Chip, let me know in the chat there. But I love that series. It was a great series. All right, so that is where we are right now. So moving further down the line there, we got Your Mum at number 13, up 5.5%. Teddy Bear coming into the mix there with James Maria. So we've got quite a few Teddy Bear peers, 5%, so they're on the move. Firewhale from Firewhale is Pump Tires, up 4.7%. What else is looking interesting here? Liberty down at number 23, up 3.5% there. UFO along with PGC is on the move, 2.5%. Die Hard, the PDI derivative there, or PDI, you get PDI from it, is up 2.25% there. Most Wanted Pump Tires, Richard Hart Pump Tires, most there up almost 2%, and Trump as well, Pump Tires up 1.6%. Liquid Loans managed to get in the mix there, 1.6%. And we've got Stake Death also has been doing well the last couple of days, kind of is at 1.4% there as well. So then we've got quite a few others in the 1%, a Trooper, Ink Token, Zero Trust, and then below 1%, we've got Doubt Token, and all the way down here, Love.io, PulseX, VPulse, a Vouch, Teddy Bear Takeover. Let's have a quick look at that. Had a little bit of a move the other day, didn't it? Off the bottom, and the RSI was kind of indicative too, just like PTC the Greys, and we had a little bounce there as well. Not quite as strong from the looks of it, but still is up slightly. Could be another good possible play there, although I don't know. I haven't looked to check to see whether B Roots or anyone's been covering that much lately. And that's pretty much everything else pretty flat there, and then lots of things still slightly flat, let's say. SolidX, of course, with Firewall's XGame is pretty flat today at $6.54, but it did get lower, right? It did get lower the other day. Had a little flash crash, and probably XGame's probably impacting it quite a bit. So we had a flash crash to $5.27 on the move of the LPX move that Firewall was doing, right? So that is what it is. It is what it is, as they say. But let's go have a quick look at Firewall quickly, and let me see if I can bring that up. I think it's Firewall that did the Solid Hex. Is it Solid Hex? Has he changed his name? Solid Hex. Not sure. See if we can find it. At the moment, I'm not sure where it is there. There, Firewall, yeah. So let's see if we can add that back into the mix there. And what screen am I on? I'm just going to make sure I'm on the right screen. All right, so that is Firewall. And he talked about the capitulation event that we saw, right? Down to $5.27. And he was saying, well, selling at rock bottom prices. In other words, what are you doing? Stay solid, stay wise. The bull run starts here. So, on this capitulation event. So market forcing weekends out. Now, part of that was to do with, I believe, a little bit of shock around the LPX move that he did. SolidX Foundation made a significant deposit, $28 million worth of SolidX tokens in LPX. I heard some big SolidX holders are panicking over the move. But of course, he's saying that it's going to be defensive for the chart, increasing price floor over time, and arbitrage bots on SolidX competing with other bots. So he thinks it's going to be generally pretty positive as well. Now the question is, just around security of the actual asset itself, of those SolidX tokens, and of course the impact on that. So you're really trusting on the LPX there. That's the problem people had. So that is the pros and cons, and it's currently at $6.54. A pretty good damn entry, all things said. And like PTC the Greys and Vouch, getting a bit of a bounce back here on the price here. But of course, this is going to benefit from XGame games with the profits and rewards going to SolidX stakers. There's going to be a whole tier of SolidX stakers, as we understand it, based on US dollars and not the amount of tokens. So if the price goes up, people will be able to get into higher levels and get higher reward earnings from the XGame Crash game, plus all the other games that get launched under the XGame brand. And they're also going to have some of those tiers may have bank accounts and credit cards and things like that. So that's in the future. We're not sure the pacing of all that, but we do know that Solid Trader is out on Telegram. XGame is about to launch very soon, within a few weeks. And it's going to be also on Telegram, which is a great move. So a really interesting move onto Telegram. And that pulls, if you think about it, pulls PulseChain over onto Telegram. So PulseChain obviously, is on X in terms of the social media, but actually DeFi activity is not just moving onto the web, let's say, but it's actually going to be moving onto Telegram. Think about that. DeFi is actually, PulseChain is actually going onto Telegram. So that's actually a pretty novel expansion of the PulseChain universe onto Telegram. So it's maybe an angle that people haven't thought that much about, but when you think about it a bit more, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool to have that. So PulseChain, Solid Trader, and now X Games. All those games going to be on Telegram and accessing the huge Telegram network of people, right? Which is huge. Well over 1 billion users. It's something huge. Can't remember exact numbers, but it's pretty massive. So pretty exciting. PulseChain is expanding into avenues that people didn't really expect, but here we are. pretty bullish for PulseChain. So, like I said, even though the PulseChain sentiment's not too hot right now, we are at that turning point, and Firewell's doing some big moves here. Now we have to see how user take up happens, but I'm pretty confident about that. It's going to be pretty good. Wookie says, did you see silver popped over $80 New Zealand? I know, crazy, right? Crazy. Silver is on the move, and look, it's going to be well over $100, probably $200. It's probably where it's going, Wookie. Keep a lookout for that. All right, so there we go. Solid X, $6.54. Great little entry there. What else have we got to say about that? So those are in the moves right now. Obviously, the DEXs are underpriced right now because we've got bad sentiment and volumes. 9mm and 9-inch down there. Just looking further afield down here. Sparta's all the way down here. Saw some mini-meal, a big corporate, just sitting at 4.3 cents. Now, they could move this price anytime they wanted, right? They could move this price anytime they wanted with the big buy and burn reserve, which I expect, estimate is well above 10 million. And here we are at 4.3 cents. So they're just pacing that along right now. They're burning a lot more coins at this price too. So that's in their favor, right? Burning a lot more coins. Right. So let's see. I don't even know if they've done any burnings lately. Let's have a quick look there. Normally they do about $11,000 buys. Remember. Let's have a quick look at the buy power there. We'll go to 2.5, I think. So last buys from the looks of it were 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Let's go look at the 96 count, and that kind of gives you an indication of the last buy and burns that have been going on. So they definitely have gaps here. Typically the gaps are in the weekends, or whether they are probably going on holidays, going somewhere. But these are a lot of the bigger buys. So you can see once the price got sold off that time back here on the daily, 20th of July, they have been buying at a lot lower prices and burning a lot of that. So they have picked up their buying and burning recently, from the looks of it, but just pacing that chart along, right? They could move that chart up anytime they wanted, but that's it. That's it right now. We are waiting, I think, for the Floyd listing still. So keep a lookout for that. Where are we going here? So that is Source on Minimio. The meme coins, not a lot of love for the meme coins right now. Obviously, the sentiment's so down. We got Peacock down 6.7%. We got Bria down 9%. So not a lot of love there at the moment, but pacing their times. The other thing, of course, is Peacock's talked about potentially having a credit card, just like Solid X with Firewell. We'll see what happens with the pacing of that. Obviously, their priority is to ramp up to 40 chains for bridging, and also that looks like they're interlocking with Hyperlane and using some of the services there, as well as supporting some of the projects like XGame we just saw. The other thing, of course, they've got to move to privacy, right? So the privacy is part of their roadmap. So we're looking forward to that. Bria, of course, waiting for Coinwell and Coinaki to launch Q4, which is probably going to be October, given the fact that Rackham was talking about 27 days, which would have been the 13th of September, but now is been pushed all the way into October. So we'll expect. I'm still expecting October launch. Given that, we'll see. So that's Bria there. And then Unity, which we've been talking about, of course, when cryptographics is down 27%. No surprise there. We are expecting, obviously, more volumes. We're coming into the volume play now for Unity, and so therefore price gets adjusted, right? So we're down at $1.38. So let's have a quick look at that. And there we go, $1.38. So it's just reflecting the supply coming out, and a little bit of the sentiment, perhaps, but really the supply was always going to sell that down. Now it gets down to fair value, and of course we're over on Taurus on Ethereum. We already see that heading around fair value for the current maturity time frame, right? Obviously we've got more stuff coming out in the future. It has slightly higher yields, it offsets price, but we're already reached that over on Taurus. Unity is hitting there itself, so it's pretty crazy. Now Unity had a different profile. So things will happen at a different pacing, probably earlier is my guess there, because we had a lot more middle time frames, short time frames there, and of course Unity there is on day 1 month and 9 days, so it's like 40 days, so it's already hitting that re-rate there. Now the interesting thing is, of course, is the staking mechanism. It's got a fancy staking mechanism which we haven't seen before, and that means that the cost to do the 5% can be quite much higher than people think. and it's all part of the mechanisms there. So a few people getting caught out by that, but Cryptographics did a really cool update on that the other day. He's really put in a lot of thinking into this protocol. What else there we got? Frogboy in house. Hey, Kryptonite, good morning. Hey, good morning, Frogboy. Pepe is up 23%, says Frogboy. It certainly is. XRP1 is up 22%. Solana's up 17%. RH means fire, says Frogboy. Yeah, those are up, doing well for sure. Yeah, not everything's down. Good point. Right, so that is pretty much it right now. Now I do have to get my meme list up because you guys know I want to cover the battle of the memes. And as you quite rightly point out, Frogboy, Pepe is number 1 at the top. So not all memes are down, and it's up 22.5% right now, along with your Solana and stuff like that. So anyway, that is where we are. Now every community has over those billion coins on pump ties. They have different levels of control over the supply. So that makes some coins easier to push up than others. That's another thing to think about as well. All right, kind of cool. Frogboy's going to join Crypto Girls space later this morning. Nice. All right, what else? I think that's we're up to on time. 36 minutes on the hour. So let's jump away to some of the other stuff we're going to be talking about is Gladiator Games, right? Gladiator Games. Now, Gladiator Games Tournament 3 is on. So we're going to talk about that. We got quite a few comments. I put these in the chat here. And you can see that we had some pretty good stuff happen. So after 12 hours, there were already a growth in players. So every week there's been a growth in players. This tournament 3 is called the Return of the Empire, and of course we're looking forward to the game played every single week with the tournaments growing every week. And so far we've seen from week 1, 2, 3 the number of players been growing. So it's really, really cool, and it's just one of these things that just grows each week and compounds on itself, gets bigger, and it's really cool to see that playing out at the moment. But you can see the tournament at the moment. This is the showing last night, but this has changed dramatically now. We've got another new player in there, and we've got a lot more fierce fighting going on. So yeah, pretty cool. We had some updates 5 hours ago. Day 1 results. This is running for 3 days, I think it is, for the tournament, and we've got 178 battles in the first day, which is pretty awesome. More than 7 million pulse was wagered in just one night, so it costs you about 20,000 pulse per battle that you wage. You win and lose, that sort of thing. Banter and laughs and Telegram, voice chat, and X-Space. Streams of fights that had everybody in the edge of their seats as well. Yesterday was particularly a bloody day. I was playing most of the day, not all day, but in and out on a regular basis during the day, and it was carnage. Moments that I'd be winning a couple of games and I'd be losing a couple of games, and so forth. I'd be coming up against very powerful players, weaker players, similar type of strength players. In other words, players with certain armor and swords and things like that. And so forth. So yeah, and then sometimes I'd win with skill, other things like that. So yeah. Now day 2 started, of course, 5 hours ago, and leaderboard is on fire. Bill, of course, who won tournament 2. I think he may have won tournament 1. I'm not sure. Remember, I think tournament 1 as well is at 49. So Bill is back. Now, pretty interesting. So that was kind of cool. What else do we have for Gladiator Games? Jason says the tournament has been a lot of fun so far. So 2 days to go. 2 days to go. First place gets $200. The second to fifth place, so there's 4 spots there, get $100. Sixth spot gets $50. So this is a cash game. This is the first real cash game that's on a regular weekend basis on PulseChain now, and it's a Gladiator game, so it's a lot of fun to do. And then place number 7 to 10 gets legendary gear. So legendary gear, which I won last week. Remember, I won a what did I win? A sword. I think I won a sword. A really legendary sword. So there we go. And that's kind of cool. So we had some pretty cool stuff there. We've even got a repost there. That's not repost, that's me. But let's jump over to Gladiator Games. If they've got any other updates. So Gladiator Games, the first fully operational game playing on PulseChain that's doing everything out there. And the other game, of course, we've got out at the moment is Mafia. Not fully launched, but certainly been 90% launched probably. But here we are with full game launch and rapid innovation. So we got Gladiator Games rapid innovation here. Coliseum is buzzing just after one night, 180 battles, 10 million pulse. So it's even got up in the last 5 hours, 10 million pulse waged. Bill leads with 49 wins. Smack U is close behind. So Smack U is another player sitting at number 2. at $32 and $650 in prizes and stake. Now, as the game increases, as there's more players, as there's so we go up bigger and bigger and bigger. I think we started off with something like, this is my memory, so it's not exactly necessarily right, but it's around about right. I think we had 7 players on tournament 1 the first week. I think we had 13 players on tournament 2, and then we're now at 16 players on tournament 3. So it's slowly growing, and there's a lot more in store moving forward. So you guys become one of the OG players, and every weekend there's cash prizes and tournaments going. So pretty exciting, and I think there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. So you just didn't want to get in early as this game rapidly expands. It's also trending number 2 on Play to Earn, the big website, Web3 gaming site on the world. It's trending at number 2 right now, so it's starting to pick up some attention and pace. So pretty cool, and it's great to see new players come in yesterday. Quite a few new players were jumping in Telegram yesterday, so that was really, really exciting. It's kind of cool. All right, now for many of you, MVS Crypto has got a new account on Telegram, so he's the editor-in-chief of the Monster thread. He's also deeply a big gamer and involved in the Gladiator games. He's got a new handle now called Bill MV. Yeah, he's the #1 player right now in the tournament. So Bill MV, and you can find him on Telegram. He's also, and if you go to the Crypto Night Show Telegram, you'll find him in there. Obviously, one of the moderators. So he is back in there as well. He's just got certain things happening there with his other account, so we'll see how that goes. But game on right now. Game on with the old Gladiator games. So pretty exciting. We're going to go quickly check the game, shall we? We've got plenty of time. Frogboy says Superman is a top G. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And we've got the Rockets as well. Yeah, we've got the Rockets going. So let's get back out of here. We're just going to go back, and I'm going to hook up a different screen here, just as we do. Bit of movie magic, as they say. Bit of movie magic. I guess I'll go to this one here, the screen, and we'll go to stop sharing the screen there. Cool. We're going to bring up another screen. I just got to make sure I've got the other screen up. Have we even got it up? I have. Where's the other screen gone? I don't know. Maybe I haven't got it up. We'll have to find it. I'll have to find it here. Where's the screen gone? Just give me one moment. 1 minute. All right. All right. So we're going to go to tournament to play and have a look at this. So let me just connect up here. And I'm not even sure I've got the site there. Yeah, I won't be able to have it with the sound because it's in the wrong browser. But it's here. You guys don't need sound anyway. So this is the tournament page. So basically, you get a wallet, you sign up your wallet, use a DGM wallet, put some Pulse in it, right? And then you can go buy some gold here. So you just click on here. And you go buy some gold. It's pretty easy. Just put in the amount of gold you want. Buy gold. It will, take out the Pulse out of your wallet, and you just, do the usual thing. And then, of course, you can go to Gladiator games. You can come over and make some Gladiators. So you have to tab off the gold there. So just get rid of that. But you can go to Gladiators, and you can click Gladiators, and you'll be able to make a Gladiator, right? So you'll be able to create a Gladiator. You can choose 4 different types. You can put a name on your Gladiator and a description, and click create, and you can create a Gladiator for free. Yes, that's right, for free. Now I've got a whole ton of Gladiators, but they've all got different purposes, right? So I got 10 Gladiators that I use to go on quests, and I put them all on quests, and they get me resources. Every 3 hours I get resources from them, and I'm going to need those resources to make weapons and things like that, and for battles, food for battles and things like that. So that's what I do with the Gladiators. I've got 2 Gladiators that I am fighting with. I got a female Gladiator and I got a male Gladiator, right? There are 2 different types of Gladiators. One has a spear and a shield. The other one has a sword and a shield. I upgrade all of, because I've been playing for a week, or just over a week now, I think maybe. I've upgraded all their qualities. So, their stamina, their strength, their speed. I've upgraded all those. I've got, even with the ones that are on quest right now, I'm upgrading them slowly to slower. But I managed to upgrade these ones quite quickly, and they're pretty highly graded now. And they're fully maxed out too, so that was kind of cool. Now you can speed it up with buying Rome token, which is the main token, and you can actually speed up the things. But it's something, otherwise you just wait 24 hours, so you can decide what you want to do there. The other big thing, of course, you can go to the market and you can buy Gladiators. So if you click on Gladiator here and go buy, you can actually go buy some gladiators. So what have I got here? I've got something going on here. You have to put all. I've got the qualities on all. So if you go all qualities, so everything's all, you'll be able to see all the gladiators are for sale. These are gladiators that other people put on for sale, and they've got different prices. You're gonna have to be very clever with the amount of gold or pulse that you're gonna play. Remember, gold to pulse is 1-to-1, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you're spending 100,000 gold, you're spending 100,000 pulse. So that's the sort of the tokenomics. Now there are 3 or 4 pages of gladiators, and some of these will be kitted out with weapons. Some of them won't be. Some of them will just be what we call naked, basically, just the people. But some of them I've got them. So I've got a couple. I've got Victor on at the moment. That I've actually put armor on that one, so it's got armor. And the armor that I put on it is essentially common and uncommon. The most expensive armor is legendary and epic and rare. There's but the common and uncommon. You can go and fight with those. You're just going to have a different in your strength, basically overall. But there are generation 1s as well, and there's generation 2s now on here as well. You can see Spartus there, generation 2. And that's for the next level of gaming up at the top there. So there are levels into this game. We're only just starting to enter level 2, tier 2. So next tournament next week we'll have a tier 2 prize and a tier 1 prize. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. At the moment, this tournament 3 is all based on tier 1 fighters. So it takes 3 weeks to get up to the next level. And people can breed those, right? They breed the next level tiers by breeding. I'm not eligible yet, but probably in a day or two I'll probably be eligible. I think I'm getting closer to that time frame. So we'll see. But 1 or 2 players have already managed to start breeding because they've started the game at the beginning. That's kind of the idea there. But you can often go to your gladiators. You can fight AI. So if I click this green button, you can fight an AI and you can get good at fighting. You're fighting exactly the same character that you've got. So you can do that. It's a good way of training. You can also go to battles and do custom battles. Hit someone up in Telegram and you can play for gold, actually have fights. Or you can go to the actual tournament every weekend. They're having a tournament. And this is the tournament where we are right now. So we're on tournament 3. You can see the old tournaments are here. Tournament 2, tournament 1. But tournament 3 is here, the box. And all you have to do to register, if you register this weekend, you can still play. But if not, then you can register for next weekend, tournament 4. And you can see that you just have to select your gladiator. Now, you do want your gladiator to have some armor and stuff. You don't want to just go in there, naked, so to speak. And you can see at the moment there are 16. So you see 16 gladiators out of 15. So the game is growing. There are new players every week. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. And the bigger it gets, the more prizes there will be, and so on. So you can see the leaderboard there. Bill, of course, who happens to be MVS, the editor of the Monster Thread, loves gaming. He's obsessed with gaming, and so he's at the top there. And so it's pretty cool. Then, of course, you can actually, if you have registered, you got to pay 300,000 gold. So it's 300,000 pulse, and so forth. So you just click your player, click register, and it will take out 300,000 gold out of your on server account with gold. Remember, you already purchased that, and then you'll be in the game. Now, once you're in the game, you'll be able to select your gladiator. I'm called the Chosen One, of course, naturally. And if I click Fight Tournament, I'll be able to fight the battle straight. And, well, sometimes I'll be sitting in a queue if there's no one else there to fight at the time. But if there are other people able to fight, then I will be able to be in that tournament there and fight straight away. So there's 20,000 gold to wager, and that's how easy it is. Now, the standings at the moment, we've got Bill at the top. He's got 49 wins and 8 losses. Gold wages, he's waged 1,140,000 gold, so which is equivalent to 1,140,000 pulse. As we saw earlier, there's over 10 million pulse has been waged so far, and we've still got 2 days to go. So it could presumably get up somewhere between 25 and 35 million. Pulse could be wagered just this weekend on tournament 3. Imagine what tournament 4 and tournament 5, etc., in the future might wage as more players and more excitement grows for this. Because it's very early, right? Very early. We're only in the 3rd tournament. So we've got Smack You at number 2 there, Mulan at number 3, Gina at number 4, Pikachu at number 5, Nemesis at number 6 there. And these are all in the cash spots, right? So all these ones are all in the cash spots, all the top 6 all in the cash prizes. So pretty awesome. Bill is in the $200 prize. Smack number 2 to number 5 in the $100 prizes, and number 6 is the $50 prize. So they're all pretty happy there. And now number 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all in the weapons. You get a legendary weapon, which is very valuable, actually. So 7 to 10, you get a valuable weapon, and that is in play right there. So, and at the moment, you can see I'm sitting at number 9, and I was at number, I think, 6 or something like that yesterday, number 7. So the people have been fighting overnight, and I haven't been. So they've managed to move up there. So I'm sitting at number 10, just holding on into a spate there. Frank White, everyone knows Frank White, of course, of the PLS Start website, which has the PulseChain ecosystem. He's playing as well. Tyndall as well. So you can see there's quite a few large influences in actually playing the game already. Isn't that crazy? So Tyndall there's got a big ex-influencer. Frank White's very connected in the PulseChain community. Obviously myself, I stream, so in there as well. So we've got lots of lots of regular people. We've got obviously the editor in chief of the Monster Thread is MBS. He's at the top there as well. So you're joining some good bunch of people out there doing good stuff. We may say ourselves. We've got lots of other people in there as well playing the game. So kind of cool. And we've now got 16 players, which is really quite exciting to see the game grow. Right, it's exciting to see the game grow. And it's only the 3rd week. Isn't that awesome? BBC says, what game is this? If by XGames they don't have XE bastard fuss of dual influence because they already wallet trained the users. I'm not sure what that means. By that, I'm not sure what you mean there, BB. But this is Gladiator games. Now you can copy this one. Remember, this is a no drama channel, BB. Remember that? No dramas. No, they're not associated to this project, BB, not associated to the project. This is a game, standalone game, really. What else? What else? There we got crypto. There's the link to the actual game. Kind of cool. So join up today. I mean, we're all playing it, so this is the game. All you have to do is set up a DGen wallet, so you always got your own DGen wallet. Never use any of your main wallets or anything like that, and just play as normal. That's normal DeFi kind of etiquette, isn't it, to do that? So there we go. Put a pulse in it, and you can start playing. So that's kind of cool. I did do a video the other day with on how to play, so check that out as well. Yes, I can do that. Pretty cool. Actually, I didn't even share the screen. I apologize for that, guys. So let me just share the screen there. And I didn't even share the screen. After all that, I was showing you guys around the website, and I didn't even share it. How embarrassing is that? All right, can you guys see the website now? You guys can see it. All right, so this is the game. So I just did a lovely little overview, but now it's not there. So get a website, get a wallet, DGen wallet, right? Always a DGen wallet. Fill it with a bit of pulse. You can then go to gold here and then buy gold. You can buy 100,000 gold at a time. 1 gold equals 1 pulse, and so on. Now, you can go and then after you've got some gold in the game, you can go to Gladiators and you can create a Gladiator. There are 4 different types of Gladiators, as I'm repeating myself. And you can choose the combination of spear and a shield, etc. A trident and a net. They all have different abilities. Put in the name and a description, and away you go. Right? I don't know what's happening there, but oh, stop it. Stupid mouse. All right, so we got that there. Now, I've already made a number of gladiators, but a lot of them are used for getting resources. I have 2 fighting gladiators, right? I have a female and a male, and they're the ones that I've really made super strong. So it's kind of cool. Essentially, they will be on phone, but it's basically on a PC Mac, I think. PulseChain Altcoin. You can play on PC Mac right now, yeah. I think they will have on the phone, but it's a PC Mac nearly now. So yeah, Gladiator games, and then you can go to once you've got some gladiators, you will need to get some weapons, right? So you either have to do quests and put your gladiators on quests. So I've got 10 gladiators that I put on quests. Now making gladiators is free, right? So it's free to make a gladiator. You can make as many of them as you want. I make 10 gladiators. A little bit of a strategy here, but I make 10 gladiators. And I put them on quests, and they run every 3 hours, and I get resources, all sorts of different resources. You can check all that out. The other thing is, of course, you can buy assets. I can buy mines. You can see I've got a mine here that I'm earning iron from. I earn iron. Iron enables me to, make weapons and things like that. But you can also make food and stuff like that, which you will need probably in the game and stuff like that. So you can do that. And of course, you can also, if you haven't got time to do the quests and the assets, and you can then take all that material that you get, and you can start crafting your weapons, right? So you got to get used to what the crafting is, but you can make shields and spears and all sorts of things like that. Pretty cool. So it's a big part of the game. So there is a big resource part of the game and a manufacture part of the game. And then there's the market. If you haven't got time for all that, you just want to get into play the tournament, then you can go and buy equipment, right? So you can go buy equipment. So you can go and find different stuff you want. So, you can go find a shield. Yeah, a shield, is it? You can find different weapons here as well. Just trying to think what I've got in here, but at the moment, so I've got tier 1. These are tier 1, so everyone's a tier 1. Every 3 weeks, it's going to be opening up a new level, tier 2, tier 3. So we'll have different tiers operating at different times. So this has got all different types of things that you want in here. Just not sure why. So it goes through different levels here. So you got different stuff. You can just type in what you need in the search bar, and you'll be able to find all that. There's 123 pages of items listed here. But you can search for the type of weapon, the resource that you want, and you can buy them individually and then kit yourself out, right? So you can go, if you want the best gear, you will be paying the most for it, but the best gear here has got swords. This will make you the most powerful quantum soldier in the game, and it gives you high damage, 554 for the sword, etc. And you can go buy your way into being super strong. That's one thing you can do, or you can get into the resources and craft and forge your way. You can make your own weapons, and you get a percentage chance of getting the top gear, like legendary, for example. I've got a little bit of legendary gear, but I'm mostly playing with epic gear. Some of the players I play against have got all legendary gear. I mean, you're up against some pretty strong guys. Anyway, so once you've done that, once you've got a gladiator, once you've gone into gladiator, let's go quickly to the gladiator and let me have a look at this. Is my main gladiator, of course. This is the chosen one. And you can see that I've got a lot of epic gear, so it's all in colored in orange, but the top gear is the red gear. It's called legendary, and you can see my spear and my shield are both legendary, so they're top, but the rest of my gear is essentially epic. I've got a bit lower gear, I've got rare and stuff like that. So these are all your slots at the moment. These these are all your armor and stuff. You have to fill these slots in with the armor that you can go get from the market or craft, right? Market or craft as well. Now, the other thing you can do if you don't want to, do all that and so forth. Now, when you go in here, of course, so let me just quickly go through that. Is that because you've got all my inventory down the bottom here? If I want to put these outfits into a spot up here, all I've got to do is double click these items, and it will go into one of these places, right? Depending on what it is. You also want to make sure you got some bandages and some food because you're going to need those in the game, right? So that's kind of cool. Like I say, this is a game, and it's obviously connected to crypto with people able to be pulsed. There is a Roam token out there as well, and that's used in the game for certain things, and that will be increasingly used and things like that. So just got to. It's very early third week now. Just as I think the OA account was hacked last week. And so the game's continuing on. That's why it's called the Return of the Empire, because the game's turning on and things have changed. A lot more security has been put in place and things like that. But apart from that, the game is continuing on, and it's going well. It's going very well. All right, so we've got the tournament now. Let's jump over to the tournament. So you can, before we do that, you can actually go to the market. If you don't want to do all the resources and craft stuff, you can go click on gladiators here instead of equipment. Click on gladiators, click on buy, and you can buy one. Like I say, one of these soldiers here. Some of them will have armor, some of them won't have armor. Some of them are tier 2, and some of them are generation 1, generation 2. So just you want a generation 1 at this stage. And so forth. So you got them in there. I've got a couple on the market. So my ones that actually have armor on them, they got mostly uncommon. So it's the second out of the 5 levels for quality items, and you can buy those and start fighting straight away, right? Because you got some basic armor on theirs, and you can do that. So there we go. And they're pretty reasonably priced. I've only got it for 190,000 gold. You can buy this generation 2, which you won't necessarily use in there. That's for 3 million. You can do that. There are other ones here, 220. I don't know if these have got armor on them. They may not, but the ones that I've got definitely got armor on them. Yeah, why not? Kit out the battles. So you can go buy them, and you can start in the tournament that way if you don't want to muck around. Now, obviously, if you want to join the tournament, you just have to go to the tournament page, the Gladiators tournament, and once you got a night or something, you can add your name of the night that you want to go in, and then register, right? So if I close this one and it'll click the register, and then it would add you to the list, and you'll be in the tournament. You can go fight the tournament. Now, once you're in the tournament, you choose your gladiator that you've gotten. Mine is the chosen one. And then you can click on fight tournament, and you will be in the game. You'll either be waiting in the queue for fighting, waiting for someone to be online to fight, or you'll be fighting straight away, right? Because with a 10-second countdown. Now, as I said, the total prize is $650. And as there's more people, as the games get bigger, the prizes will get bigger. So don't be surprised, in week 4, week 5, somewhere like that, we get to $1,000 or more, and it just grows every single week. So imagine $1,000 over 52 weeks. It's $50,000 up for grabs in the games. Obviously, if the games gets bigger and bigger, we move to $2,000 a week, then that's $100,000 a year. It just grows like that, right? So that's the logic. So, but it's still going on pretty well. Let's see whether I can get into the game. So we're going to quick look at the standings. There are 16 players now, and we got Bill at the top, 49 wins there. Smack You number 2, Mulan number 3, Gina number 4, Pikachu there with 15. Nesimus with 12, and those are all in the paid spots right now. So if the game was to finish now, they would all be winning the cash prizes, but there's still just under 2 days left to go in the tournament. It's only been going just over 1 day, about 1 day and 7 hours, something like that. Then we've got number 7, 8, 9, and 10. They're going to win a legendary unit. You can see I'm at number 9 right now, and I haven't played. Other people have been playing overnight and pushed me down, which is the way it goes. We've got obviously some big, influencers playing it right now. We've got Bill from the Monster Thread, the editor-in-chief. We've got myself as well. Obviously Frank White from Pulse Start, the big PulseChain ecosystem. Out there, we've got Tyndale, obviously a big influencer on X. So, quite a few influencers as well as awesome community people that have jumped on board to play it as well. So kind of cool. And over 10 million has been waged so far. Like I said earlier, we might get the 25 to 35 million waged on the game, which could be pretty cool. So if you like gaming, you like crypto, it's a good one to play, right? And it's only warming up from our point of view. Kind of cool. What else are we going to say about that? So yeah, should we play a game? I don't know. I'll play one game. I don't want to be, get too carried away. I'll probably do a whole session of games, gaming there. But let's see whether I can fight a game straight away. It may not. Maybe someone's busy. We'll see. And it's always harder to play when you're on live stream. Just take note of that. But let's enter the tournament. I've chosen my player, the chosen one. I'm sitting at number 9. I need 1 victory to move myself up into spot number 8. I need two victories to move into spot number 11, etc. And if I want to get back into cash prizes at number 6, which I have been at, I'm going to have to win, 3 victories, 3 victories to get into cash position. That gives you an idea. All right. Sound effect. I don't know if there's someone ready. No, I'm in the queue. So I'm in the queue right now. You can see that at the top there, a little thing said you're in the queue. So I'm just waiting for somebody to be there. Now, the worst thing you can do is walk away from your computer when you're in the queue, because let me move the full screen here. Because if you do that, guys, you'll get into a battle and you'll be killed. So if you are going to go away for a cup of coffee or something, you do want to exit out of the battle. So how do you do that? Well, you have to go down here and cancel selected, right? You have to do that. Now, as you do that, it's going to take 20,000 gold out of your wallet. And if you want to see that back up, you got to kind of refresh and the website in there, and it will reconnect and everything and show up the gold. So it's back to 174 gold again. So that's how you get out of the tournament. If you want to go away, have a cup of coffee or something, or do something else, you don't want to get yourself killed, because if you're waiting in the queue and someone comes, they're going to kill you, right? They're going to kill you. It's no mercy. Remember, this is Gladiator Games. It's not hug a bear day. This is Gladiator Games, and it's ruthless, right? They're ruthless there in the chat. Just note that. Now, in Telegram, be friendly to each other. Obviously a big thing about the Gladiator thing is that we want a friendly community that has fun with this game. It's not, a real game, right? It's not people aren't really trying to hurt each other. It's just a tournament, right? So just remember that we've got a cool vibe going on in the Gladiator Games Telegram, which you should join up. You should join Telegram, and you can go to socials, right, to join up socials, and then you can join the links, and that will get you to Telegram and join up there. They have live games, so you're able to get in there in the voice chat and share live games as well. Now, there will be a spectator view coming to the game where people will be able to be a spectator of games, and I think they may even have betting in those as well, so that's coming up as well. So the game's only going to get bigger, rapidly bigger, moving forward. So let's see whether we can get a fight. Just depends on whether someone's fighting at the stage, or maybe there's people fighting now and they're not even there. So it just depends there. Frogboy says this looks awesome too, man. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's a cool game, and the tournaments are really fun. It's getting bigger every week, and yeah, it had a bit of a hit with the OA wallet getting hacked, but developers got back on the horse and is moving forward, and there's some really good things happening at rapid pace. So it's cool. Whew, let's move on. We're waiting for the game to launch there. As you guys can see, I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to win 3 battles basically to get myself in the cash positions, and so forth. Yeah, some people are just playing for fun. Some people are playing for the cash prizes. You can decide what you're going to do. Some people, I do a lot of resources, so I'm always going around trying to gather resources and make better weapons and stuff like that. So I do a bit of that. I also play the market, so put things on the market. And try to help being a market maker in there too, so people can buy and sell on the market. So there's lots of opportunities in the game, and there's lots of more things coming. The founder, the developer, is in the chat. Jason, he's in the chat every day on Telegram, so you'll be able to see him there every day. And he's already got some key priorities to launch, but he's also got a lot of takes a lot of new ideas. There's lots of ideas people have, obviously, but he really is developing the key things. So it is coming out, and he's always got new updates coming out on a regular basis, pretty much every week. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, no one's there to fight me at the moment. What the heck? Okay, let's see whether anyone is in the gladiators there. Is anyone going to fight me? I'm just going on to go. Anyone going to fight me on a live show on now? We'll see. So we'll see. Now, there are people that could join and fight me, but they can't fight me because you can only fight somebody 5 times. So there probably are people that saying, "Oh, I could fight you, but I can't because I've already fought you 5 times." So that limit may change over time. We'll see. But at the moment, you can only play so all these other people on here. I can only fight someone else 5 times. So I've already fought Bill 5 times, right? I think I've fought Smack You maybe 5 times. It could be less. I've fought a couple of these other people at more than 5 times. Not more than 5 times, but 5 times. And then there's many of these players I haven't fought 5 times, right? So I don't think I've fought Gina 5 times. I don't think I've fought Pikachu 5 times. I have fought Pikachu. I don't think I've fought Nemesis at all. I don't remember fighting Nemesis. I don't think I've fought Nemesis. And Nemesis is a new player that's just climbed the ranks here overnight. So I don't even know who they are. I fought Lido yesterday. I don't know how many we've had. I think we had 4 fights. Maybe there's one more left. So yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. I don't think I fought Frank White at all, or Tyndale. Tyndale's lost 14 times, but I don't think I've fought them. So there's lots of players, and many of the players down the bottom here I haven't fought either. So it's food for thought. So it does depend on who's fighting. There could be people fighting, but if you've had 5 fights, you won't be able to fight them. That's pretty much it. All right, so it doesn't look like there's anyone there at the moment that I can fight, but I'll just be logging in throughout the day and trying my luck with being able to fight people, right? That's what I'll be doing in terms of that. So that's pretty much that. All right, so we're going to probably wrap up there now in 10 minutes on the show. The game's pretty fun, and it's just beginning. You guys can all be OGs, so it's kind of something cool in that. Typically, when you're OGs, you get to pick up a few extra weapons for your insights and other things like that. But I will probably be doing another full show here and there on how to play the game and doing a whole ton of short videos so people can learn how to game. So pretty cool. All right, I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Gladiator Games, tournament number 3, weekend number 3, and of course the return of the Empire. And so you can join up to that to play it again. And it's pretty easy to do that. Just play around. You can either join the tournament this weekend or next weekend. There's no rush. You can build your gladiators, collect resources, build weapons, buy weapons, get into the battles, get into AI games, fight in the tournaments for prizes. There's lots of options in there, and you can do any of those, right? All right, take care, everybody. I'll catch you on the tomorrow's show, 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope you enjoyed it, and welcome back to MVS. He's back on Telegram. as Bill MV. So if you see him out there, that's good old MVS there. He's back on Telegram. Had a hiccup there with the old Telegram. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you tomorrow, and bye for now.